What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Ark Survival Ascended guide video. This guide video, we're going to be talking about pipes and irrigation and how it's changed. I personally think it's changed for the better. Now, I actually don't like the changes to the electrical grid and how generators work, but I do love the changes for how irrigation and pipes work. So we're going to go ahead and come on over to our handy-dandy smith bench. We're going to go to structures, pipes, metal. We'll craft one intake and two of the water storage containers. And then we'll use this to show you guys kind of some of the changes. Now, anybody who played Ark Survival Evolved ASA kind of knows that you used to have to do painstakingly. You had to do a bunch of different pipes. Oh, the old tower killed something. You had to do a bunch of different pipes, literally starting from your water source and leading to whatever you wanted to irrigate. Now, their new system works a little differently. You put an intake, that still works sort of the same. It has to originate from a water source, but you see this radius. This is how far the water is going to stretch. So you no longer need to add pipes to this and lead them up into your base or whatever. Now, instead, I'm gonna turn on the range so you guys can see it. Not a bad idea to turn on ranges when you're initially starting up the irrigation. And you come on over to here, and you'll notice this is the water pipe now, or what became of the water pipe. It is a water tank or reservoir. You can see that it's irrigated. You can drink from it. You can put your canteens and water jars in there, or water skins in there, and they'll fill up. And here you'll see it basically has a range of its own, and it extends the irrigation pipes. So now you could, place like a plant X turret as far as here, and it would be irrigated. Now, I want to test something for my personal benefit to see if you even have to do it from, like, if you have to place it inside the circle. I wonder if the two radiuses, if they both touch each other from radius to radius, if they touch tips, is it gonna work? So we'll place it there. I need to turn on the range because it's kind of hard to tell whether or not they're touching. They are. Now let's see if this is irrigated. Amazing. So that's so much better than it used to be. To cover that far, you used to need like 40 pipes or so. Now, granted, these things are kind of expensive, but they cover a huge radius. They irrigate everything around them, so so many less structures. So many fewer structures that you have to place for your irrigation. Now, I don't like the changes, like I said, to generators, because I used to sink foundations and run electrical wires, and I would run literally 10, 15, or even more 100-gun turret towers on one generator in the middle of my base that was literally so you couldn't get to it. It was dropped into foundations, had a little one-by, and then those wires reached out inside metal foundations to everything. And I had them. Wow, the animals and things are so loud. I had multiple wire destinations leading to each tower, so that way if they blew up some foundations, they wouldn't get all the wires. But anyway, point is, now you can't do that with the generator. If we show the generator range, like, it's only the stuff inside. And it's a big range, don't get me wrong, but it powers everything in here. And the other nice thing about the power is you don't need gas, for example, in this chem bench. The chemistry bench used to need to have its own power source. Now, if the generator's on, you can just turn it on if it's in range. That's a nice little thing. But in general, I don't like the changes to the power. I love the changes to the irrigation. Just, different strokes, different folks. But that's the difference between irrigation on ASE, Ark Survival Evolved, and Ark Survival Ascended. If you guys enjoyed the content on this video, feel free to like, follow, and subscribe. Or don't. That's up to you guys. Nobody owns you. Until the next one, we out!